What's going on, my Trainer Club? Today we're going to check out the Thunder Hour counters in Pokemon Go to make sure you guys are ready to max out on that hour as well. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below how are you guys doing on all the counters. Remember, check out my social medias at the Trainer Club with 2 B's because I will have graphics to coincide with all the information that's coming out to help you guys remember. But of course, we're gonna do video formats as well. So right now, we have the final, the 4th hour, which is going to be from 1 to 2, and from 5 to 6, which is going to be the Thunder Hour. The Thunder Hour, as you can guess, is going to be made up of mostly Thunder-ish type Pokemon. We have some exceptions, but we're going to jump into it right now and make sure we have everything covered, which is going to start off with number 1, which is going to be Zapdos, which is going to be an electric and a flying type Pokemon. It's going to be weak to rock and ice. The level 20 100% IV is going to be 2015, and then boosted under windy weather or rainy weather, the 100% IV level 25 is going to be 2519. With that said, this Pokemon is going to be weak to Shadow Mamoswine, regular Mamoswine, Shadow Tyranitar, regular Tyranitar with the Smackdown and the Stone Edge combination on the T-Tar. We have Rhyperior, Smackdown, Rock Wrecker combination. We have Mewtwo with Ice Beam, and then Mega Abomasnow, which is then going to lead us into Raikou. Raikou is going to be an all-electric type Pokemon. It's only going to have one weakness, which is going to be ground. The 100% IVs, level 20 is going to be 1972, and then it's going to be boosted under that one condition, which is going to be rainy weather at 2466 at level 25. With it being an all-ground type weakness, it's going to have weaknesses to Garchomp. Garchomp is going to be having Earth Power. It's going to be Shadow Mamoswine with Mud Slap and Bulldoze. And then on Rhyperior, it's going to be Mud Slap and Earthquake. And then we have the Excadrill, which is going to be Mud Slap and Drill Run combination. And then we have Registeel. Registeel is going to be an all-steel type Pokemon. It's going to have 3 weaknesses, which are going to be ground, fighting, and fire combination. And the 100% IVs are going to be 1398 under normal conditions, or boosted under one condition, which is going to be snowy weather at 1748. And the counters for this Pokemon are going to be Mega Charizard Y. We do have Shadow Moltres in there. We have Shadow Machamp, obviously, for that fighting type. And then we have Shadow Entei in there as well. And then obviously you can use ground type Pokemon such as Garchomp in there as well, which is then going to lead us into Rayquaza. Rayquaza is going to be a dragon and a flying type Pokemon. It's going to be double weak to ice, single weak to rock, fairy, and dragon. 100% IVs are going to be 2191 at level 20 or boosted under windy weather because of the flying and the dragon typing. They're both boosted in windy weather at 2739. And if you can't guess what the top counters are, they're going to be all ice type Pokemon. We have Shadow Mamoswine in there coming through again with Powder Snow and Avalanche. We'd have Shadow Weavile in there, all ice type. Then we have Shadow Mewtwo with the Ice Beam, Mega Abomasnow, Galarian Darmanitan. Obviously, you can use all these Pokemon without the Shadow forms, and then we have the regular Mamoswine, and obviously all the other ones as well. Which then leads us into Dialga. Dialga is a unique combination of Steel and Dragon, which means it only has 2 weaknesses, which are going to be Fighting and Ground type. 100% IVs on this Pokemon are going to be 2307, and that's going to be at level 20, or it's going to get boosted under snowy weather or windy weather at 2884 at level 25. And the top counters for this Pokemon are going to be Lucario with Counter and Aura Sphere, followed by Machamp. Be careful with the Lucario because it's just slightly glassy. Machamp, obviously Counter and Dynamic Punch, regular or Shadow. We have Conkeldurr with Counter and Dynamic Punch. We have the Drillbur with Mud Slap and Drill Run combination. And obviously I am going to throw in the Garchomp, but be careful with the Garchomp because it's paired up with Dragon. So the Dragon Breath and the Draco Meteor of this Pokemon are definitely going to hit that Pokemon a lot harder. Which then leads us into Cobalion. Cobalion is a fighting and steel type Pokemon, which is going to pose it to have 3 weaknesses, which are going to be the exact same as something we've already seen, which is going to be fire, ground, and fighting. 100% IVs are going to be 1727 or weather boosted under cloudy weather and snowy weather at 2159. And the top counters are going to be Mega Charizard Y. We do have Shadow Machamp in there. We have Shadow Entei, Reshiram, Shadow Moltres, and since it is ground typing, do not forget that we can also use the Garchomp on this Pokemon as well. Which then leads us into the Thundurus in the Therian form, which is an electric and a flying type Pokemon, which means it's going to have 2 weaknesses, same exact as Zapdos, which are going to be rock as well as ice. And the 100% IVs are going to be 2091 under normal conditions, or it's going to be boosted in rainy weather or windy weather at 2614, which then is going to lead us into counters, which is going to be Shadow Mamoswine, Shadow Tyranitar, or the non-shadow versions of both of those. We have the Powder Snow and the Avalanche combination on the Mamoswine, and we have the Smackdown and the Stone Edge on the Tyranitar. We have Rampardos with Smackdown and Rock Slide, followed by the Shadow Weavile with all ice typing. Then we have Rhyperior with Smackdown and Rock Wrecker, followed by the Mewtwo with the Psycho Cut and the Ice Beam combination in the Shadow form, and you can obviously use it in the regular form as well. Which then is going to lead us into Zekrom. Zekrom is going to be a unique combination again of Electric and Dragon typing, which is going to be 4 different weaknesses, which are going to be Ground, Fairy, Dragon, as well as Ice. 100% IVs on this Pokemon, same exact as Dialga, 2307 under normal conditions, level 20, or it's going to be boosted under windy weather and rainy weather at 2884 for level 25. And the top counters are going to be Shadow Mamoswine with using Mud Slap and Avalanche combination. Then we have the Shadow Dragonite. That one is going to be weak to Dragon as well, so be careful because Zekrom does get Outrage and it's extremely strong. Which then is going to lead us into Palkia with Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor. And then Garchomp with Dragon Tail and Outrage, or you could use the Earth Power on that Pokemon. And Zekrom against Zekrom, Dragon Breath and Outrage, and we finally have a Reshiram as well, but those Pokemon are all going to get hit hard with Dragon, so just be cautious using those Dragons. And then finally, we are going to move into Xerneas. Xerneas is going to be an all Fairy type Pokemon. It's going to have 2 weaknesses, which are going to be Poison as well as Steel. 100% IVs are going to be 2160 under normal conditions or boosted under cloudy weather at 2701. And the top Pokemon counters are going to be Shadow Metagross. You need to have the Meteor Mash on that Pokemon, and the Mega, which is going to be Mega Gengar with Lick in combination with Sludge Bomb. And then we have regular Metagross, followed by a Mega Beedrill. Obviously, you wouldn't use the Mega Beedrill if you're already using the Mega Gengar because it's more powerful. Followed by Dialga with the Steel type moves, Metal Claw and Iron Head, followed by a Shadow Scissor. And then finally, the Shadow Mewtwo comes in there as well because of its sheer power as a Pokemon. So, with all that said, guys, what are going to be the generalists categories that we can use for the Thunder Hour? So there's going to be a couple categories that's going to make up to make sure that we can use. So we have Rock Weakness, which is going to be making up couple Pokemon, which are going to be Zapdos, Rayquaza, and Thundurus. Those all are going to be weak to Rock type counters. And then we have Ice type in there as well, which is going to cover Zapdos, Rayquaza, and Thundurus, the exact same thing. So an Ice type would be a much better suited category than with the Rock, but I just want to put Rock in there. And then finally, you can add on a Zekrom in there as well. So it's actually going to cover 1 extra being an Ice type party. So an Ice type party is definitely going to serve you during this hour. And then finally, we do have Ground. Ground is going to be great because it's going to handle a lot of these Pokemon, but some of the top Pokemon, such as the Flying type, are not going to get handled by Ground, even though they are going to be in combination with Electric, because Electric is single weak to Ground, and Flying is going to be double resistant to Ground, making it only single resistant to Ground, so it's not going to work. Which is going to cover Raikou, Dialga, Registeel, Cobalion, as well as Zekrom because of the Dragon and Electric combination, so that's going to be there as well. And then we have one exception, which is going to be Xerneas. Xerneas is going to be the Steel and the Poison typing, so obviously you use the Steel typing, and most of us do have 296 XL candy, so you're probably not going to really be targeting Xerneas that much, but if you do, just note that the Steel typing is going to be it for that. So that's what I would use, guys. Probably Ground and Ice typing. And then obviously somebody has been asking me, and I am going to cover it in a different video as well, but what's going to be the top Mega that I would use? The top Mega that I would probably recommend is going to be Mega Ampharos. Reason being is that it's going to have an Electric and a Dragon typing. It's going to boost the Dragon typing. You're going to get extra bonus candy for catching all Dragon typing, being that Dino is going to be rare. And then it's also going to handle all the Flying types as well, which there are a pretty good amount in there. So with all that said, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. All my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and rating all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.